can we hit a new PB or current PB on shoulder press today? And also, is a standing shoulder press the best shoulder exercise to develop your shoulders? That's what we're going to be answering today. Good afternoon, everybody. We are back in business. It's been a week. It's Friday, and look, the workout is still on the board from last week. But we're feeling good, we're feeling fresh, we're feeling fit and fiery. I did do a little workout later, I think it's about Wednesday, just something small with my hammer, with my sledgehammer. There it is. That bad boy. Just to get the body moving a little bit. It was only about 20, 30 minutes, which I think did help. But other than that, I'm back, ready, going in that direction to hit that 100 kilogram shoulder press, because that's what we're doing today. We're hitting shoulders. We've had a little coffee, just a small one, just to get a little bit of buzz. And we've also got some good stuff, which we'll get a little bit down the hatch right now. Oh, love it. A little bit of maple syrup, tiny bit more. That's the good stuff. Get some nice sugars in to get a nice pump for a big shoulder press today. So, remember last Friday, I was feeling dreadful doing the big shoulder press. So fingers crossed, we can actually get a couple more reps today and maybe in a little bit more weight. So let's start warming up. Okay, so we are now nice and warmed up. So let's quickly go to the chalkboard. If I just plonk you down, we can go over it. Okay, so we've got the pink chalk today. So we're gonna go for 76 sets of 3 today. We only managed 3 reps last time, and that's when I was feeling a bit rough. So we're gonna hit multiple sets of 3. I am gonna put the sleeves on today, just because work's been very, very tiring on the arms. So I'm feeling a little bit tender. So we'll do as many sets of 3 as possible. If we aim for 3 sets of 3, would be brilliant. If I can get to 5 sets, even better. We'll have a little play with that. We're gonna stick with heavy. We're not gonna do any light on there, because I'm gonna save a bit of energy to come down here into front raise. We'll use a plate. Superset into cleans. We haven't done that for a very, very long time. So barbell cleans. Again, we'll go for a sort of a higher rep on that one. And then we'll go shrugs into side raises with some chains. Some nice, wholesome work, I like to call it. Just really deep, heavy, hardcore, just iron type of movement. No cables, nothing soft, everything rugged and raw. So let's get onto that press. Okay, here we go, 3 reps. This is 76. Let's go. Woo! Ooh. Oh no! Wow! Woo! Didn't get it. Oh. So I didn't get the 3. Now, the reason why, I'm breaking my own rule here, and just shows didn't work. Rule of thumb I always have, and it always sort of seems to work. If you have a week off training, if you've been run down or you've been ill, always take your workout down by 10% the following week. That always seems to work. I haven't done that. I haven't given myself that week of building up to then flow into the second week being back into it. So what I will do is I will drop down by about 5, 6 kilos, well, about 7 kilos if I can, might be 6 kilos, depending on what weights I can actually physically put on the bar. But I am going to reduce this by about anything between 8 to 10%. That's the golden rule. I've always kept to it, always works. If you are run down or ill for an entire week, when you're back into training, at least reduce by 10%. You might actually even have to reduce it by more, maybe 20%, depending how rough and how well you've recovered. If you've had a week off, like for example, a holiday, you might be fine. More than likely just rested, you chilled, you might come back really strong. But my mistake, so we need to check this out. So we're gonna bring this down. We'll round this down to 70, and that should be about right. Okay, so 70 kilos on here now. I've dropped 6 kilos. Let's even go for 3 reps. Yeah, oh, much better. Woo. Yeah, nice. Wonderful. Straight away, as soon as I held it, that weight felt fine. The speed felt really good. Could have happily done 5, but I'm gonna be sensible. I'm gonna do 2 more sets of 3, and then we'll go have some fun. Okay, here we go. Another set of 3. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2. Woo! Lovely. Okay, here we go. So last set of 3. Still on 70 kilos. Here we go. Nice and powerful. One, 2, 3. Yeah, lovely. Ooh, very nice. Okay, cool. So 76 for 2, 3 sets of 3 on 70. That was good. Much better. So we definitely know that. So next time we do this, we'll hit 72.5. And then 1 week after, we should be back to that 76, finding some new. We might even be back there next week after a solid week of training. We'll see how we go. Right, on to front raise, superset into cleans. So this will be with a 20 kilogram plate, like that. And we'll use 60 kilos for the clean. We might go up or down, but I haven't done this for a very long time, so we're just gonna see how it feels. Yeah, so let's go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 8, 9, woo, 11, oh, that's it, yeah, ooh, ooh, right. Cool, first set of that done. That was hard. Yeah, I can tell I haven't 100% recovered. Well, I tell you a lie, I have. My body just needs to get all that glycogen back in, so I'm feeling super strong in the workout, because I was fatiguing quite quickly on the front raise. And then with a clean, because of how my bar is and the plate, it's not like a normal Olympic bar where you've got the ball bearings and it rolls really nicely. This doesn't really roll very well. So I had to actually drop it down quite a bit of weight. If you noticed that, you probably did. Yeah, I couldn't do the weight I said, 60 kilos. I had to drop down just to get the momentum right and the feel right. Ooh, right, quick drink, second round. Right, round 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Woo. Oh. Through the pain barrier. Yeah. That was 2 rounds. That was 45. So that was 15. We'll do 1 more round. And this was 10 and 8. Ugh. Right, 1 more of each. And then we'll hit shrugs and side raises. And I think that'll be good. Here we go. Come on, last round. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ooh. Whoa. Ooh, come on. Okay, cool. So all 3 sets of that are done. 3 sets of 50 on the front raise, and then we got a 10, 8, 7 on the clean. I know the clean looked a bit dirty, but I'm taking it. I don't mind. So last superset, shrugs. We've got 100 kilos into side raises with the chains. I'm going to be using my slightly lighter chains today, just so I get a slightly better pump, better contraction, and obviously they're extremely tired. We'll do a set on here, and then I'll quickly talk about what exercise I actually think is best for developing your shoulders versus the one I actually think you should do for a real life situation. Ooh, right, here we go. Lovely. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Whoa. Woo. Come on. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Woo. Okay, so the best movement to help build your muscle, your shoulder. And we need to look at fatigue versus stimulating ratio. If you're doing something like a standing barbell press, your whole body's become extremely fatigued as well as hitting the shoulders. If you're doing a seated machine press or a seated dumbbell, especially a seated machine, a lot of your fatigue can be pushed straight into your delts because you can really isolate that pressing motion. You can also have a lot more focus on a time under tension with, let's say, a seated press machine. So overall, I actually think a seated press, a seated dumbbell are far better to create that size. But do I think they're the best for real world? And that's a big fat no. And the reason why I say that is because I live it. Every single day, I literally have to pick up 20, 40, potentially 60 kilos of heavy material from the floor onto my shoulder and then sometimes above onto a big shelf. The exercise I find when I train the best for that is a standing shoulder press, and especially if you can get it from the floor. Barbell from the floor up to the chest like a big axle press, and shoulder press that above your head because you're hitting your core. If you've got a sandbag, even better, that's really focusing on a very similar motion. But a barbell standing shoulder press is going to hit your shoulders hard. It will do because you're hitting above your head. It's not like it's not going to, but it's going to hit your entire core. And what I find is it's actually better for real world rather than just aesthetics. So if you want a real world strength plus that still shoulder development, barbell press, guys, do that one. Okay, let's get these next 2 sets done and then we'll hit inside and let's just see how we're looking. It's gonna be interesting. Probably gonna look a little bit flat, but we'll still take a look, take a little peek anyway. Right, let's get these last 2 sets done back to back and then I'll see you inside. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh. That's it. Yeah. Woo. Right, last final set. Here we go. Let's make it a good one. Shorts up. Right, come on. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, so in the kitchen as usual, for a little pose down. I haven't done these for a long time, a couple of weeks now. So let's see how we're looking. Oh. Apart from feeling very sweaty. Ooh. Okay. Not bad. Like I said, feeling a little bit not as proper pumped up. I've actually maintained weight, so I'm hitting around 100 kilos. I was 102 feeling a little bit run down. So I just need to puff that back up again. Shoulders aren't that bad. I've got a little bit of roundness to them today, which is good after today's shoulder session. Let's do a little back shot. Whoa. Yeah, definitely feel like I don't have that like really raw pump. Now, also something which I haven't done for the last actually 2, maybe even now 3, I think it's 2 months. I haven't been any creatine. I've barely been taking protein powder at all. I think it was in the month of May. I was doing like creatine every single day, about 8 to 10 grams. And then ran out and then just didn't buy any. And then it's just gone, you know, well, actually my strength levels have actually slowly increased anyway. But that rapidness of increased strength is what happened. Now, obviously, when I flood creatine back in again, I'm going to do it over a longer period of time. So that should be really exciting. I'm really hoping, sort of beginning of September, I can get a good 3-4 months worth and just flood that in, good 10 grams a day, and we'll really see some skyrocketing results, which will be really exciting. But other than that, feeling good, feeling fine. Energy is so much better today compared to last week. I was just exhausted every day. So that's good. I just need to get a little bit of strength back. We should only take a week. And on the whole, it was around a good 10% down on everything I did today, which makes absolute sense. And like I said, that's sort of my normal golden rule is if you have a week off being ill or being rough, you're gonna want to do 10, potentially even 20% down on all your weight, just to help your body recover and get back into it. So big chow down. We'll get the dogs out for a walk as well, and ready for a nice big day in the yard tomorrow as well. Might even hit a little bit of arm training. We'll see how I'm going to feel, because I know Sunday morning is going to be lots of legs. So we shall see how my energy is. Right, I'll catch you then.